I'm David Kohn of David Kohn Architects, and we're the designers of the Gradel Quadrangles at New College, Oxford. New College had the first ever purpose designed and built in one phase quad, Great Quad. That building type, which I suppose at the time was a kind of radical mixed-use building that combined bedrooms with dining facilities, a chapel, so all of the things that a student in that day would have needed but would have been distributed through the town. For the very first time, they're organised in a single building type. That would be like trying to imagine some, I guess, hybrid of airport, shopping centre, art gallery. I mean, it's that kind of, I think, radical building type. In some ways, it's a really extreme kind of architecture. You were able to design the entire world in one go. But then 250 years later, it had one of the first three-sided quads, garden quad, and these different architectures then make these kind of very different worlds. And I suppose the thing that's special about quadrangles is this, you kind of go through the wall of one to arrive in another. So you literally can move through 250 years of social history between one room and the next. I think in those ways we're trying to kind of extend the tradition of the Oxford quad into the 21st century. I think the architectural opportunities that the project provided are several, and maybe the first is that there was a concern from the city that if you're building new college sites, that you should be able to see into them, that they should be available to the public. So the first thing that we've established is from the moment that you pass in front of the gates on Mansfield Road, you can see the furthest distance into the site that it will allow. So you have this quite dramatic opening up of the site. That gives you a kind of summation of the whole project at that moment. So here the new gateway of the Porter's Lodge frames the edge of the tower, then the Grade 2 listed number 1 Savile Road, then the new wing of the Gradel Quadrangle with the entrance that takes you down towards the music hall, and beyond that the passage between the two buildings into West Quad proper. Within a closed site surrounded by a hedge, you'll arrive at this point and have this campus in one view. If one looked at the design, you might think that's quite a complex form, but actually all of the decisions can be tied back to constraints. The brief was clear that it wanted a quadrangle, so a building that was in the tradition of the type, but at the same time they wanted it to be contemporary. So this aerial view taken from the southeast shows all the new elements nestled amongst the existing buildings. I think it's very helpful in showing the relationship of the roofs. The new roofs nonetheless are this kind of curving surfaces that all drop to meet the existing buildings. That was the balance that we wanted to strike, something that felt completely of its context, but at the same time evoked all sorts of feelings of something fresh and unexpected.